Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions, including writing and editing services, web and graphic design, social media management, multimedia production, consultation, and more to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele. Learn more at 412communications.com.
Hi, friends. A most pleasant good morning to you wherever you may be. Welcome into a special preseason edition of Delaware Hockey Night TV, presented by Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. First State Ice Hockey taking on the Valley Forge Colonials in this first round preliminary Mid-Atlantic Showcase Series matchup taking place all weekend long, both here at Oaks Center Ice, just outside King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. And also at Hatfield Ice World in Colmar, Pennsylvania, just north of Lansdale. James Witherite flying solo on the airwaves today. And something new as we work toward the 2022-23 season. A camera operator, an AI-powered robot coming from the Brittany region of France, produced by the Move and See company. We're putting it through its paces. Glad to partner with Move and See to put their brand new Pix 14 robot to use. And as we understand it, this will be one of the first ever hockey broadcasts. With this robot employed. 3 15-minute periods. The format in the Mid-Atlantic Summer Showcase. Matt Montagna and Tyler Strosky do a terrific job putting these events on, so hats off to them for work well done. We are just about set to go. In net for First State, Justin Mackley, rising senior at Avon Grove, starting netminder for the Delaware Junior Blue Hens, who play in the DVHL. The Valley Forge Colonials backstopped today by Ian Schmidt. And this first period is presented by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more by visiting firststateicehockey.com. Nate Crossan battles for the puck at center after the Bellapede face-off win. His advance up the right wing boards into Valley Forge territory called off as a result of an offside Nicky Del Pizzo. Del Pizzo, Bellapede, and Crossan, the starting three up front. For the Blue Hens, it is Johnny Pacitti alongside Caleb Turner on the defensive duties here this morning. Adams sets up a 2-on-2, fielding a breakout pass from Kovacs through neutral territory.
City chases down a loose puck in the far corner of his own zone. Leaves it to Bellapede, absorbing a check. He finds Del Pizzo on forward. It is worked to Nate Crossan, who muscles his way up the left wing boards and into the Valley Forge end. Dumps the puck into the corner. Behind the cage it goes, where City plays it on. Worked over the line, forcing Jeff Colmary to stick handle, while Nick Fiore tries to regroup. And in come First State again. Here's Fiore taking a shot from the right half wall. That sticked aside by Ian Schmidt, and here come the Colonials on the counterattack. Miller under two-ply pressure lofts the puck in from center behind the First State goal. Chases it down amid heavy behind the net traffic. Puck stolen by Fiore. Flipped up the far side, couldn't connect with Massey. Fiore retraces his steps. Cross ice feed, sets up Brody Ford, who, as you see up the right wing boards, careens in long shot blockered high by Schmidt. Delayed penalty signaled. And it is a hold against First State, 1:53. Into the first period, the guilty party, Logan Morady. So a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill awaits First State in the face-off. He's deep in their zone near side. Eric Kovacs taking the draw across from Caleb Elatar, graduate of Avon moving on to Drexel. He will play for the Dragons. One of their two ACHA programs come fall. Cusinata set up Waters from the right point. Challenged was he by Elatar. He drives on through neutral territory, gains the puck, beats two defenders. Shot, he collides with netminder Ian Schmidt, knocking the cage off its moorings. Valley Forge coaching staff wanting a penalty on Elatar after stick work in the neutral zone, but it's going to be Ben Felicki who feels shame, sent off for roughing for Valley Forge. 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the first period. So for the next 93 seconds, we are 4-on-4. Bellapede in for the draw across from Kovacs. Left back to DeLegge at the right point. Crossan digs the puck out of the skates of Connor Randell in the mid-slot. Couldn't get a backhand shot away. It ends up in the far corner of the Valley Forge zone. Bellapede circling. He works the perimeter of the zone, dishes to Crossan at the right dot. Tries to feed a dot-to-dot pass through heavy net front traffic, but it was tipped away and Randell gained control of it. Stolen right back by Crossan. To the left point of Owen Fennessy. He ricochets it off the far half wall. Corralled by Rathgeb behind the Valley Forge net. Fennessy couldn't keep it in. DeLegge chasing down the puck at center. Swats it out of the reach of Eric Kovacs. And back in come the First State side. We're at the 3-minute mark of the first period. 4-on-4 still for 45 seconds as the First Staters set up on the offensive. But another failed attack from them gives way to Evan Adams, registering Valley Forge's first shot on goal. That covered up and held on to by Justin Mackley with 11 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first period. Delaware Hockey Night is presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation and is available for consultation at 302-565-6132. That's 302-565-6132. Another rapid shot held on to by Mackley for a break in the action with 11 and a half minutes to go in the first period, and the face-off again comes to his right. Luke Hennessy was the victorious party over the dot, but the Valley Forge attack failed to materialize further. Colmary and Massey, the two forward attackers for First State, couldn't complete a behind-the-net pass to try to set something up in the slot, and here come the Colonials again. Luke Hennessy shot blocked by Turner at the bottom of the far circle. Turner off the stick of Hennessy, who regains. Pacitti shovels it away from him. And here come First Staters on the attack. Very short power play for them. Only 7 seconds left on this Colonial Motors power play. You too can score on the Colonial Motors power play by visiting colonialmotorsinc.com. Another frozen puck under the glove hand of Ian Schmidt. The puck down. Rathgeb stayed right with him. And the Colonials are back to full strength. So too are the First Staters. But they find themselves corner. Johnny Rice amid a two-a-side scrum for the biscuit. Gives way now to Brody Ford. He finds space up the left wing boards, chips the puck up the dashers, dodging the check from Rice, but couldn't chase the puck down in neutral territory. It's fanned on deep in the Colonial zone by Rathgeb, who tried to set up a breakout. Bellepede reaching for it, and a congested quarter-second quicker Rice was able to push it out of harm's way and back into neutral territory. We are 5 minutes and change into the first period. Ford stood up by Jack Gallagher at center ice. Gets the puck right back as he pops up onto his feet. Sets up a slapper from a high in the Colonial zone, blocked by the skate of Rathgeb into the far corner. Bellepede vies for it there. Further pressure coming in the form of Eamon Schofield, but Rice was able to penetrate that pressure and work play back into neutral territory again. Here's Bellepede up the left side as the AI camera catches up to the action. The great folks in France working tirelessly to refine and perfect the artificial intelligence that makes this technology possible. And while there still may be a few trouble spots early on, we'll see those ironed out as the season progresses. And 5 to go in the first period, so at 6:15. And it is 1-0 Valley Forge. After Adams puts the boys in white on the board. And here come the Colonial again. Felicki checked off the puck in the high slot. Fiore takes it away. 3-on-2 for First State. Fiore forced to evade Kovacs' pressure from the stern, circles behind the cage. Tried to feed Turner at the top of the zone, but it was intercepted by Felicki. In a 1-on-3, he's forced to dump it into the First State end. Recovered by DeLegge in the near corner. Coming up to the halfway point of the first period. Here from Oaks center ice. Home rink of the Valley Forge Colonials. The lead early, 1-0. As the Cucinato shot from the left point ends up in Justin Mackley's right-handed glove. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight, friends. For 35 years now, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Junot turned the puck over, but Eamon Schofield pulled offside. 7:50 to go in the first of these 3 15-minute periods. Bellepede double-teamed as he bulldozes midway in to the Valley Forge zone. Hennessy loses his stick. Miller stood up by Pacitti. Puck ends up deep in Valley Forge territory. Long shot from Eamon Schofield. Was wide of the far post, but sticked into the corner by Schmidt. He saved all 4 shots he's seen so far. 2-on-1 emanating for the Colonials. Hennessy, Miller, Hennessy give and go over the crossbar. Lucky break there for the First Staters, and Elatar comes down with the rebound of the far corner, but Luke Hennessy's all over him. Aid coming in the form of Gianni Pacitti, who tries to muscle his way out. Delayed penalty coming up, it looks like it will be against Valley Forge. Appears we've got matching minors, Hennessy and Elatar both going. So we'll be 5 aside. No signal from the on-ice official, at least not that we could see here in the broadcast perch. So with the matching minors, according to the USA Hockey Rulebook, we continue on 5 aside. Rice lets one go from 35 feet. Mackley turns that puck aside, but the net came off its moorings, bringing us to a halt in action with 6:48 to go in the first period of this 1-0 again with 6.5 to go in the first. Face-off comes to the right. Rip from long range, Massey. Denied by the stick of Ian Schmidt once again. He records save number 5. Penalty coming up. It's a delayed penalty against the Colonials. Net is empty. Extra attacker is on. Ford, Massey. Ford back up the right wing boards. Tries to connect with Colmary, but it's touched by Rathgeb. And Donato is ruled off for a cross check. So with 5:51 to go. In the first period, First State will get a full 2 minutes of a Colonial Motors power play. Colonial Motors are proud power play sponsors for the past 2 seasons here on Delaware Hockey Night TV and DHN Radio as well. Sponsorship opportunities are available for the upcoming season. Drop us a note, James at 412communications.com to learn more. Bellepede hassled by Miller. Tries to feed the puck into the slot, but this is slammed clear by Cucinotta. Chased down by Miller in the far corner of the First State zone. Ford stayed with him, blocked his centering pass. Crossan clears. Returning the volley the other way, Randell. Across to Cucinotta near side, overskated by Miller briefly. This puck rolls into neutral ice, where it's corralled by Jeff Colmary. St. Mark's Spark. In comes Fiore, stick lifted from astern by Randell as he gets a shot off, and Fiore's pummeled behind the net by Randell as they got tied up. We'll see what comes of this, or if Randell's just going to get a stern talking to on his way back. Looks like the latter, as he heads back to the bench. The Elatar and Hennessy penalties have expired, so they rejoin their respective ranks. This is an icing against Valley Forge. That puck launched from goal line to goal line and then some. To give you a look elsewhere into the room, Sean Cannon, First State coach, pleading his case that Randell, after the whistle, should have, by his estimation, gotten more than he did. And we'll see how the temperature of the game is affected by some early leniency here, is perceived by both coaching staffs. We've seen both the Valley Forge and First State coaches with their arms in the air at one point or another. Shot from Morady over the crossbar. Puck recovered in the far corner. Turner lines up a shot from 35. It is held on to by Schmidt, and the extracurriculars continue after the whistle before the men in stripes intervene. Schofield off for a cross check. Pastor off for roughing. These at 11:02. And I feel as though the frustration coming from both benches is that they'd like the enforcement of what is acceptable in terms of contact to be consistent all around. Shot on the doorstep just now from Cross, and follow-up chance Del Pizzo off its intended target. And this will be an icing against Valley Forge with 3:27 to go in the first period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday, or to place a catering order. Visit SidsBBQandJerky.com. Sid's, the official pulled pork and brisket of Delaware Hockey Night, and we'll hear from them later on today and all weekend long as they present the Sid's 3 stars of the game for each and every Delaware Hockey Night broadcast. Valley Forge offside with 3:07 to go in the first. A 1-0 lead thanks to the first period goal, 6:15 in, from Evan Adams off a centering pass through a fairly congested slot. DeLegge barely escapes an icing as Elatar chased the puck to the near corner of the Colonial zone beyond our view. Our broadcast perch has a little bit of a blind spot that the camera can't quite get to, so we'll fill in the gaps verbally to the best of our ability. Rathgeb working high. Randell works it in lower. Miller's shot. Saved by Mackley, who was drawn out of position. Durstein tried to finish. And Mackley covers for another pause and play with 2:15 to go in the first period. Shot 7 aside. Here at Oaks Center Ice. And Johnny Rice will take this draw to the right of Justin Mackley. Across from him for First State, Matt Bellepede. Bellepede works the puck over the blue line. Rice's re-entry. Not a successful one as Ford had plenty of time to counter. He bulldozes in over the Valley Forge line. Puck is tipped to the far corner where he and Junod converge. Back out it comes off the stick of Gallagher. Chased down by Donato, but he's double-teamed as soon as he hits the First State line. Donato plays the body in the near corner on Narady as they battle for the biscuit. It's cleared out by Nate Crossan for First State. Here's a 2-on-2. Palmieri taking aim from long range. He and Ford were the attackers. That puck directed to the near corner, not a shot on goal, didn't have the line it needed. Battle continued amid the heavy netting along the near half wall. That netting certainly a factor. Gallagher and Cucinotta stood up at the First State blue line, forced to dump the puck in. Here now comes Palmieri, cross ice feed to Matt Bellepede. He looks for time and space, didn't have it as Randell stayed right on him. We come down to the final minute of the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. Valley Forge Colonials with a 1-0 lead over First State. 2-on-2 now for Valley Forge. Shot from Eric Kovacs was sticked up into the atmosphere by Mackley. Kovacs chased down his own rebound, driven into the near boards by none other than Brody Ford. Ford stood up by Kovacs away from the puck, and Eric Kovacs is going to pay for that. He's ruled off for interference with 35 seconds to go. Back on the Colonial Motors power play. Go First State. Official time of the penalty, 14:25. in the first period. Turkeys on the table. Fiore flanked by Pacitti and Del Pizza. Turner and Elatar working the back of the zone. Elatar, center point, steps up. Turner back to Elatar. It comes. The umbrella collapses. The shot from Elatar was blocked net front, cleared. And right on line, Mackley had to play that to avoid the icing. Or rather, Mackley had to play that, enabling Valley Forge to avoid the icing. We knew what we wanted to say. The words just didn't get there. We're not used to doing this at 10 a.m. Final attack of the first period comes up short. And through one period, the Valley Forge Colonials with a 1-0 lead over First State Ice Hockey. We'll be back on Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partnered with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Welcome back to Delaware Hockey Night TV, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. 15 minutes in the books. And the Colonials lead First State 1-0 in this first round Mid-Atlantic Summer Showcase tournament game. Second period brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of University of Delaware hockey. With our camera robot caught sight of the official adjusting his helmet and momentarily lost the play. We can tell you this period starts with First State on the power play for, it will be a minute 25 by the time it's all said and done. Shots 8-7 in favor of the Colonials through one. And there's the 8th First State shot of the game, saved capably by Ian Schmidt. 42 seconds gone in the second period. Preseason hockey for the men on the ice. Preseason hockey for us in the press box as well. As we'll call this weekend the end of the DHN Test Kitchen for Summer 22. Crossing shot. Net front, stopped by Schmidt. Follow up, Bellapede lofted too much. He tried to go top shelf where Mama hid the cookies, but released it a little bit late and sent that puck up into the protective netting behind Ian Schmidt. 25 seconds to go. on this first state power play, nearly the equalizer there, but was not to be. Nicky Del Pizzo in for the draw at the near dot. Puck dug out of his skates by Bellepede, launched in by Crossan, top of the right circle, tipped wide. Bellepede looks to regain control. Works at net front, another blind spot in the corner. Shot on the doorstep from Logan Morady as he crashes the net. Covered by Schmidt. 5 seconds left. On the power play. We're going to endeavor to try to get you a clearer look at what's happening in the corners. If only a little bit better. And we are back in action. That near corner was cutting off a little bit more quickly than we had otherwise hoped. Morady came careening in. To no further avail. So we're coming up on the 3-minute mark of the second period of a 1-0 hockey game. James Witherite flying solo here at Oaks Center Ice. A Justin Mackley glove save brings us a break in the action with 11:42. To go in the second period. Face off at the far dot. Fennessy unable to clear. Pastor protects the left point. Contact away from the puck. Pastor held high in the zone by Antonio DeLeggi. Randell and Felicki overpowered. Fiore corrals a loose puck in the near corner. Felicki catches up with him but can't clear off his backhand. Fennessy manning the left point. Down low again. It goes to Nick Fiore. He's tied up in the midst of a two-side battle. Puck trapped at the kick plate directly behind Schmidt's office. Felicki, challenged by the attacking Owen Fennessy, failed to clear. Another corner skirmish just beyond our view with 10:44 to go in the second period. Fiore extracts the puck, shot into the pads of Schmidt, and Eamon Schofield finishes on the doorstep. So it's 1-1. As Eamon Schofield puts First State on level pegging with the Valley Forge Colonials on the 12th shot of the game. 4:25 in the second period. Nick Fiore shot the puck into Schmidt's pads. Schofield camping out net front. Banged it home from there. And we're one aside. false start on the ensuing center draw. And a puck lofted over the glass by Caleb Turner. Will bring the restart again to center. It was ruled tipped out by either a Valley Forge player or that center had been gained by First State before the puck was played over the glass. So no loss of territory on the restart. Crossan takes a check from Rice. Turner holds. Crossan bodied off the puck at the far half wall. There you see it now. Junod behind the goal to Cucinotta. Tipped off his toe along the near half wall. Stopped at the corner by Colmary. Worked below the cage again. Crossan couldn't chase it down. The rear official waved off the icing. At least that's what it appeared. But the lead official blew it dead. They are going to rule this an icing with 9:45 to go in the second period. We're tied up at 1. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. Matt Bellepede up the right wing boards. Double teamed as he gains the line. Puck swatted away from him. The reinforcements trailed him in, so no further attack can be made there. Pacitti unable to work through as Evan Adams clogged up the center of the blue line for Valley Forge. Adams tries to go coast to coast. His stick lifted by Turner. Got the puck back just above the far corner. Lined up a hard slap shot, but it was well off its target. Follow-up chance opposite side came from Waters. Sticked away by Mackley for his 9th save of the contest. 6 minutes into the second period, tied at 1. Here from center ice in Oaks, Pennsylvania. Pacitti in desperation holds the zone but gave the puck away. Rathgeb to Hennessy. He tried to feed it further to Waters cutting up the middle, but that pass was broken up. And an offside pass against First State yields another break in the action with 8 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the second period of this 1-1 deadlock. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build lasting relationships with your clientele. Lots going on all weekend here in the north suburbs of Philadelphia. In this 18 AA division of the Mid-Atlantic Summer Showcase, 16 teams from across the eastern half of the United States. A number of them club programs getting in some preseason action before embarking on their 2022-2023 journeys. As far as the structure of this division goes, the 16 teams have been broken up into 4 groups of 4 teams each. They'll play 3 games. They'll play each team within their group. So for First State, this Valley Forge game, followed by North Jersey this afternoon at 5:55, and then Johnstown tomorrow at 1:15. The top 2 teams in each group advance to the round of 8. The bottom 2 teams in each group will be paired for consolation games to complete their 4-game set. We'll keep you updated here. We'll keep you updated on the Delaware Hockey Night Twitter feed at DE Hockey Night, so follow along for information as we work the entire way through this weekend together. Long shot from the left point, and Junot was blocked. And Valley Forge's Cole Miller objecting to the slash call. He was issued with 7:07 to go in the second period. So it is a Colonial Motors power play for First State. Having just gotten the equalizer, 4:25 in the second period, Eamon Schofield hunting down that puck net front to knock home a Nick Fiore rebound. The City won the draw. The flip back to Turner missed its target, and he's forced all the way back to his own goal line to recover the puck. Schofield, stretch pass through everybody. No icing as it's played by Rathgeb. Turn back to center, where Turner's re-entry was bobbled briefly by Schofield. Tried to hold his ground just a little bit to enable all of his fellow First Staters to be on side, but a little bit of a mistimed entry. Results in a restart of play just above the Colonials' blue line. Entry good this time. Schofield, DeLegge around to the top of the left circle. Turner! He shoots and scores! Caleb Turner on the Colonial Motors power play with a rocket from the top of the left circle. And he makes this 2-1. DeLegge and Schofield will get the assists. Caleb Turner making the Colonials pay for the Cole Miller slash. The remainder of the penalty canceled out as a result of the power play goal. So Valley Forge back to full strength now, but staring down a deficit. Connor Randell tried to weave one through traffic for the equalizer, but a stick saved by Mackley. Keeps it 2-1. Here's Bellepede in a one-on-one. Randell caught up to him, lifted his stick from astern. Bellepede stayed with the play, tried to feed to Fennessy coming in from the left point, but Waters intercepted the puck. He was guilty of an icing, though, with just under 6 minutes remaining in the second period. So First State will be in prime position to try to double up their lead. Operating under the philosophy of one state, one goal, First State Ice Hockey is the new leader for youth hockey player development in and around Delaware. Learn more about their classes and clinics as they ramp up again in the fall, as well as summer tournament teams like the one you're seeing right now at firststateicehockey.com. Hennessy off the draw, guilty of an icing. Stick handled once before letting the puck go. Enough for the icing. Face off just within our view. Elatar net front shot. No! Schmidt stayed with him well enough for the save. Looked like that one might have been able to dribble in, but was not to be. Here's Cole Miller. Up the middle for Valley Forge, hassled by Ford on his way through. He was driven to the far corner, slowed up further by Fennessy. Massey able to clear. Stretch pass to Elatar, partial breakaway. Cucinotta caught up to him. Drove him into the near post. The net knocked off its moorings. Caleb Elatar wants a call, but he won't be fortunate enough to get one with 5:05 to go in the second period. Michael Massey pleading his case too, and now the men in stripes will confer to discuss what they saw or didn't see. This is going to go outside the blue line. The officials feeling that Elatar collided with Schmidt of his own volition. Michael Massey doing the bargaining for the boys on the ice. As level-headed a kid as you're going to find. DeLegge tried to line up the slot. Broken up. Waters at the other end. The other 8, Johnny Pacitti. Stick checked that shot off target. And this will be an icing against First State with 4:27 to go. In the second period of a 2-1 hockey game, First State Ice Hockey with the lead over the de facto and in reality home team, the Valley Forge Colonials. Of course, First State coach Sean Cannon and First State Director of Hockey Operations Sean Cannon called this barn home for 4 years. As he was heavily invested and involved in the Tier 1 program. Here at Oaks, the Valley Forge Minutemen. Bellepede cross and absorbs a check from Durstein in the corner. That battle migrates below the goal. Puck worked free. Del Pizzo taken down away from the puck. No arm up there. Adams saw his attack disrupted. Bellepede just held on the centering pass from Del Pizzo. Dropped back to Brody Ford, who let a wrister go from 50 feet, but into the glove of Ian Schmidt. That ends up. 3:36 to go in the second period. First State up 2-1, 15-11 the shots, as you see in our new score graphic. And through the course of this weekend, you'll see new graphics all around as we unveil what Delaware Hockey Night will look like for the 2022-23 season. Full coverage again of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey all season long, as well as Salesianum. And we've just partnered once again with the Delaware Junior Blue Hens. So our crew is going to be covering a lot of territory once again through the next 7 months, but honestly, that's just how we like it. Rice bulldozed his way out of a congested slot. Fed the puck further to Gallagher, but he and Donato couldn't connect. Gallagher kept in the far corner by Fennessy, bodied down. Loose puck shoveled by DeLegge around the far corner, but not out as Pastor maintained the left point. Now it's tipped free by Fiore. Fiore battling for position now, chases down the puck one-on-one. Whistle was about a second and a half late, it seemed, but a justified rough against Nick Fiore with 2:24 to go in the second. It had all the makings of a rough as Fiore played the body to try to gain possession and position rather for the puck. And maybe a little bit too much English on that collision sends into the sin bin and puts First State on a Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. With 2 and change to go in the second period. Waters from the right point with the shot. Covered by Mackley, but a wayward helmet. It was that of Evan Adams that popped off. And with the dislodged helmet, play automatically stops, and the faceoff came above the First State blue line. Felicki carries it back in. Cucinotta bodied into the glass right in front of his own bench. Dumped it below the First State goal. Cucinotta again across to Waters, working the top of the zone. Waters lines up a wrist shot. Trying to tip it home was Adams on the doorstep, but didn't get a good angle on it. Back it comes to Waters. He's challenged more directly this time by Schofield. They get tied up at the point. Meanwhile, Evan Adams at the far side gets driven into the boards. This puck cleared by Turner. Cucinotta left deep in his own zone to recover. Final minute and a half of the second period of a 2-1 hockey game. Felicki through traffic. Circles below the goal. Leaves it to Durstein. Poke checked away from him by Pacitti. Pacitti slowed up by a Durstein poke check, and here comes Cucinotta back on the offensive along the left wing boards for Valley Forge. Drop pass to Rathgeb. Long and off-target shot. Bounces back as far as the Valley Forge blue line, plus a few feet, as we enter the last minute of play of the second period from Oaks center ice. Hennessy kept wide by both Colmeri and Morady. Below the goal he goes. Del Pizzo scraps for the puck at the far wall. And a puck out of play with 37 seconds remaining in the second period. We'll give the Colonials an attacking zone faceoff. 13 seconds remaining in the Fiore rough. Durstein and Del Pizzo to take the draw. Centering attempt from Durstein was intercepted by Colmeri and flipped up ice, where Hennessy recovers deep in the Valley Forge end, and the Fiore penalty has expired down to the final 22 seconds of the second period. 2-1 the First State lead. Del Pizzo tries to clear the puck out of harm's way, but gives it to Hennessy. Shot from center point into the pads of Mackley. Follow-up chance. Again, Hennessy at the far half wall. Stopped just the same. Final 3 seconds. Miller, last chance. Lines up Rathgeb at the point, but his shot comes after the buzzer, and that will do it for the second period. Coming in, down 1-0. First State puts 2 on the board in the second. And with 30 minutes elapsed, it's a 2-1 First State lead over the Valley Forge Colonials. This is Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather Ray Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Back in a bit.
Over the past 25 years, Colonial Motors has connected countless Delawareans with pre-owned cars to satisfy every purpose and budget. Find your next vehicle at one of 3 convenient locations or browse their vast inventory online at colonialmotorsinc.com.
We are back at Oaks Center Ice, just outside King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. And we are set for the third period of this Mid-Atlantic Summer Showcase preliminary matchup. Valley Forge and First State. Bellepede took aim right off the bat to start the third period. Saved by Schmidt. No rebound opportunities availed. James Witherite flying solo on this broadcast, and truly flying solo, as we're aided today by the Pix4 team, AI-powered videographer robot, developed and produced in the Brittany region of France. Exciting new technology, which we're happy to have supported in its infancy, and now too, as the technology develops. Granted, our role providing feedback, insight, and footage. They do all the hard work. And we'll see as the season progresses, this camera robot's coverage gets smoother and more or less on the play. Right now, just a little bit behind the play, if we're going to be completely frank about it, but all things in their due time, and for a brand new product, we're fortunate to have access to this technology, and we're also optimistic as to what it's going to mean for Delaware Hockey Night and for the sport as a whole moving forward. Fiore tried to center the puck, nobody home. Just a sea of white sweaters surrounding him. Long shot came from Fennessy, directed wide into the near corner boards. Already 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the third period of a 2-1 game, first state, thanks to second period goals from Schofield and Turner, have taken over control of it. Elatar bodied up the puck. Miller slowed down. Knocked down was DeLegge from behind by Durstein, and he's going to go for a cross-check. Bryce Durstein off to feel shame for a couple of minutes after his retaliatory hit on Antonio DeLegge. Hard-nosed defenseman for First State. And good on Antonio for keeping his head there. Last season, maybe not. But here he keeps his head. And First State's got themselves a Colonial Motors power play to try to pad this 2-1 lead of theirs a little bit more. Turner to Morady up the left wing boards. In he comes. He picks up speed through the neutral zone. He's pinched to the corner by Junod. Pacity cycled to Morady. Teammates with Salesianum. Caleb Turner working high. Morady's shot from the top of the left circle was off its target. Reaching for the puck, Rice clears it, absorbs a check. Pacity recovers at center. Tried to drop it back to Morady. That pass misplaced and mistimed. And that opens the door for Johnny Rice to bulldoze into First State territory, but at the blue line he finds himself in a 1-on-4. Colonials change. Meanwhile, the puck is tipped up ice by Pacity. He waited just enough for Colmary to tag up before entering, but gave it away amidst a line change. Randell to Hennessy. Hennessy slowed up at center by both Colmary and Del Pizza. Hennessy still was able to push deep into the First State end before giving the puck away to Ford below the goal. Long pass sets up Bellepede. Hennessy with the hip check slows Bellepede up substantially. Massey keeps it in, tries to center, couldn't connect with Crossan. His net front pass attempt was broken up. Donato barely clears the puck. And Del Pizzo is sent off for a slash. Tiniest signal. That's got to be the tiniest penalty signal I've ever seen, but hey, we'll take being able to see it any day. 4-on-4 for 2 seconds, so that effectively will end the first state power play. But also will effectively give Valley Forge an entire 120 seconds to work with, minus just a couple. Cucinato waits after fielding a feed from Felicki. And in come Valley Forge. Felicki with a long shot at the left point, batted down by Mackley. Kovacs in the near corner. Taken away by Ford, long pass, Bellepede 2-on-1. He deeks to get past Cucinato, had support astern from Crossan. Crossan backhander was just wide after Bellepede fielded the rebound. Almost a short-handed goal for First State, and that would have put them up by 2. Instead, Felicki centers to Kovacs, couldn't get stick on puck in such a way to generate a shot. Fennessy tracks the puck down at the far half wall, carries it beyond center. Finding two-ply defensive pressure, he lets it go behind the Valley Forge goal with a minute remaining in the Del Pizzo penalty. And the men in blue will have to reset now in their own zone after an icing. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Visit Sid's Barbecue and Jerky at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. Open Monday through Saturday. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Shot from Miller. Popped up in the air. High stick signaled against Valley Forge. Mackley made a break for the bench, and Durstein's off again. So we're back to 4-on-4 for 34 seconds. The Colonials faithful taking exception to the high stick call. Saying there are 2 teams on the ice. They're wrong, there are 3. The officials, an important component of this game, and taking the commentator hat off and putting the orange armbands on for a moment. We need officials more now than we ever have, if you're interested in becoming one. If I can do it, you can do it. Visit AAHAofficials.com. We would absolutely love to have you on board. Believe you me, it's been quite an education. Schofield tries to go coast to coast, long shot, stick saved by Schmidt, directs the puck into the netting. That's the 20th First State shot of the game. 82 seconds remaining on this Colonial Motors power play. Morady gets the puck back from Turner. to Pacitti. Morady again. High to Turner. Rathgeb playing the body relentlessly on Schofield net front, and Turner just got himself another power play goal for First State. No, this one's going to go to Gianni Pacitti as he leads the fist bump line in front of his bench. In any case, it is 3-1 First State. How about that? 2 power play goals. Hitting the Colonials where it hurts the most. Can Crossan get a fourth? He's driven into the corner by Junod after muscling into Valley Forge territory. Puck taken away by Cucinotta. Ahead to Adams, slowed up by the reaching stick of Owen Fennessy. Crossan flips the puck into neutral ice. Carried on from there up the left wing boards by, it appeared, Bellepede. Handled by Ford at his own blue line after a failed Colonial counterattack. Poked forward now by Kovacs beyond the reach of Brody Ford. Fennessy lunges at him to slow him up. Drove him into the near corner with 7 minutes to go in the third period. And a puck out of play will yield a face-off to the left of Justin Mackley, who has stopped 16 of the 17 shots he's faced. Terrific team game from First State here today. 6:44 to go. Centering pass, Crossan, backhand. Covered up by Schmidt for his 19th save of the morning. Shot from Randell into the back glass behind Mackley. Ford brings the puck down. He gets low and accelerates into the Valley Forge end. It's angled to the near corner by Hennessy. DeLegge holds at the left half wall. Wrist shot ends up behind the net. Did Massey get a fourth? He raised his arms in maybe jubilation. It looked like it, but everybody else stunned and statuesque. So Michael Massey does indeed put First State up 4-1. Palmieri checked off the puck by Junod on the re-entry. Schofield protects in the far corner. Bodied aggressively, gets a few shoves right in the numbers by Waters. In the last few minutes of this game, we've got to be careful lest it heat up excessively. Turner let one go from center point, sticked away by Schmidt. At the next stoppage, we'll talk about what's to come this weekend. Schofield surrounded by a trio of Colonials. Rathgeb trying to get the last word as the players need a little assistance in separating. Our lower thirds aren't quite working as seamlessly as we'd otherwise hoped, but we'll be sure to have those up and running for the second game of the weekend, which, looking at what's to come, at 5:55 p.m. today, First State will take on the always tough North Jersey Avalanche. And then tomorrow at 1:15, it will be First State against the Johnstown Warriors. Matt Bellepede trying to give the First Staters one for the thumb, couldn't. Nate Crossan on the doorstep off the rebound. Lined one up from point blank range, but was not to be either. .405 to go in the contest. Hennessy won the far circle draw over Fiore, and carrying the puck up ice is Bryce Durstein. Blue attire trying to evade Fennessy in the near corner after circling below the goal. That gave Massey time to counter, but he gave it away to Hennessy. Durstein net front, taking aim from the top of the crease was Miller. Cleared the crossbar. Looked like Mackley did get a piece of it, though. Hennessy lost the puck over Ford's stick and into the near corner, again beyond our vantage point. DeLegge, while bodied, tries to carom the puck clear. It is held in and launched in from the point by Rathgeb. Absolute laser from him with 193 seconds to go. And the First State lead has been cut to 2. So Jack Rathgeb getting on the board for the Valley Forge Colonials. He and Evan Adams, the goal scorers for the home team. And Turner will try to prevent a third. Cross-ice feed, Morady absorbs a heavy check into the far boards from Felicki. Zone held by Adams, the other goal scorer for Valley Forge. Zone cleared. Junod waits for Adams to tag up before entering. He's slowed up by a body check from Turner in open ice. Rice rolls it below the goal. Turner and Adams converge there. Pacitti double teamed, unable to clear the puck where there was more time and space at the near side. Adams stood up by Turner again. One-timer, Rathgeb off the backboards. Rebound fielded by Pacitti, but cleared over the glass and out of play with 2:25 to go in regulation. First State with a 4-2 lead over the Valley Forge Colonials. Timeout called by Valley Forge. We'll take one too. We will assess our graphic situation this afternoon. So we can assure you that our lower thirds will be functional for the remainder of this weekend, both as an added visual aid to all of you tuning in from wherever you may be, and also so our sponsors can get their virtual billboard space that they've bargained for. Delaware Hockey Night brought to you by 412 Communications, Colonial Motors, Delaware Trash Can Cleaning, Limestone Pension Associates, Sid's Barbecue and Jerky, and of course, our presenting sponsor, Heather A. Long, partner with Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. The Valley Forge net empty with 2:24 to go in the third period. First State guilty of an icing. So the faceoff will come back to the left of Justin Mackley. Durstein with the lacrosse stance. Flips the puck into the corner. Net front, Felicki. Shot on the doorstep. Adams into the pads of Mackley, who comes up with his 18th save of the game. Final 2 minutes now. And a helter-skelter 2 minutes it promises to be with the extra attacker on. Bellepede chips the puck beyond the reach of Nate Cucinotta. He finds Nate Crossan, flips it in for the empty net goal. And ladies and gentlemen, as Mike Lang has said many a time, Elvis has just left the building. Empty net goal from Nate Crossan off the Bellepede feed. Makes this 5-2. Schofield, Turner, Pacitti, Massey, and Crossan all lighting the proverbial lamp for the First Staters, so it's been an absolutely balanced score sheet. As this team is concerned. Massey gains center, launches the puck in from long range. That batted away by Schmidt. Penalty with 68 seconds to go, a rough signaled against Johnny Rice. So another Colonial Motors power play awaits the First Staters. And they'll start with a face-off. To Ian Schmidt's right. He, of course, back in after Valley Forge surrendered the empty net goal. Hard shot from Brody Ford, center point. Caught by Schmidt for save number 24 on the afternoon, and we've entered the last minute. Of this contest. Ben Felicki slowed up in neutral territory by the reaching stick of Logan Morady. Schofield recovers, muscles past Hennessy to just gain the Valley Forge blue line. Pacitti slams the puck into the corner. Schofield shot into the pads of Schmidt, gets his own rebound, leaves it to Brody Ford at the left point. Long shot through, tipped by Cucinotta off target. Final 20 seconds of the game now upon us. This deflected into the netting by the reaching stick of Gianni Pacitti. And the following faceoff will come outside the Colonials' blue line. 1:07 to go on the power play, but that a moot point as we're down to the final 15 of the game. Floated in by Morady up the right wing boards after the Bellapede win. Del Pizzo in the far corner. Tried to set up a Bellapede one-timer, bad contact on the puck. The final seconds tick away, and that, friends, will do it. First State victorious 5-2 over the Valley Forge Colonials. We'll take a look at the Sid's 3 stars of the game. Caleb Turner with a goal and an assist, the first star. Justin Mackley, second star with 18 saves. Eamon Schofield rounds out the 3 stars with a goal and an assist as First State kicks off the Mid-Atlantic Summer Showcase with a commanding 5-2 win over the co-host Valley Forge Colonials. After giving up the first goal, 6:15 into the first period, it was Evan Adams for Valley Forge who opened the scoring. It was a First State tour de force from there. Schofield, Turner, Nate Crossan with the empty netter, sealing this 5-2 First State win. Friends, we'll be back at 5:55 tonight as First State takes on the North Jersey Avalanche in the second preliminary round of this Mid-Atlantic Summer Showcase. For the entire crew, for our friends in Brittany, France, with Move and See, producers of the Pix4 Team Robot, which we're putting through its paces here this weekend, this is James Witherite thanking all of you, wherever you may be, joining us here on Delaware Hockey Night for coverage of the Mid-Atlantic Summer Showcase from Oak Center Ice. And now we ship east to Hatfield Ice World, where First State tournament action will continue at 5:55 this afternoon. We'll see you then. Cheers from Oaks.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.